Hi YouTube, it's Diana, and I am going to attempt for the 1,000,000th time to get through my labor and delivery story with Ariana Sofia. So yeah, this is Ariana Sofia. Oh no, okay. This is Ariana Sofia. She was born on August 26th, 2012 at 8:16 p.m., weighing 7 pounds, 12 ounces, and measuring 20.5 inches long. So she's long and skinny. Basically, our story was that I started having pre-labor at 37 weeks. I was already having contractions. And they weren't like Braxton Hicks contractions simply because they were horribly painful. And I had been having Braxton Hicks, I want to say, since about 4 months pregnant. But yeah, at 37 weeks, they started getting really bad and uncomfortable, and I just couldn't sleep through them anymore. I remember at 37 weeks, I would get them, and they would start at 10 o'clock at night and last all the way to 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was just really painful. When I went in for my appointment at 37 weeks, they said that I wasn't dilated, but I was soft, so that was improvement. At 38 weeks, again, soft but no dilation. And at 39 weeks, I went in and they said that I was 1 to 2 centimeters dilated, soft, but the baby's still posterior. And I was so, disappointed, I guess, a bit, because I thought I'd be further along, considering that for 2 whole weeks I was having contractions. And although they weren't every six minutes, there were periods of time that for like 4 or 5 hours they would get to 6 minutes apart. So at 39 weeks, I went to the hospital because I literally was like that for 5 hours, where they were 5 minutes apart, and only to be sent home. I was told that I was still 2 centimeters dilated, that since I wanted to have a Vbac, it'd be best if I labored as much as I could at home. Chippy, here you go. I'm gonna get through this fast so she doesn't start crying because she's hungry. Yeah, and I had an appointment that day. I went in again to the same hospital, and they stripped my membranes. So that was nice because I knew at least, something was being done. Nothing really happened contraction-wise after getting my membranes stripped, but I did lose my mucus plug that night, and that morning I lost more of it. So although they say that losing your mucus plug doesn't mean that labor is going to happen right away, but at least I knew something was happening. That was on Thursday. That Saturday, we had gone to one of Arturo's friends' parties, and it was his son's birthday, and everyone there was like, "Oh my goodness, you're so going to go into labor soon." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I feel it. I feel like it's going to happen any day now." Oh, she's such a squirmer. Pretty little girl. And sure enough, that Saturday night, Arturo had gone into work, and at 10 o'clock, I used the bathroom, and I really felt like I couldn't really control my bladder like I normally would. I'm gonna feed her a little bit while I talk to you guys. I couldn't control my bladder like I normally could, but I figured if this is my water breaking, I'm gonna know, because it's not gonna stop. Like with Jackson, my water trickled for hours before the big gush came. So at 2:30 in the morning, I was up in a lot of pain, and I knew that labor was just, this was it. I knew it, but I knew that since I had my membrane stripped, things were just more intense, so I wanted to wait at home for at least a couple hours before heading out to labor and delivery once again. Arturo came home at 3:30 in the morning, and we filled up the bathtub with hot water. And I got in there, and let me tell you, I understand now why people want water births so badly. Hot water, it almost like just relaxes the pain away. You still feel all the pressure and all of that stuff, but it feels so good. As soon as I got in there, it just felt much better. Jackson, enough. We're not playing with that.
Mickey Mouse.
We'll get it in a little bit, okay? Here you go. Good job listening. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we headed out to the hospital after about 2 hours of being in the bathtub. We called my doula, Lori. I can't say enough good things about her. I highly recommend anyone trying for a natural birth, or any just kind of birth. A doula is amazing, and I just loved my experience with her. She got to the hospital shortly after I did, and when we were there, I was told that I was 5 centimeters dilated and that I was staying. So that was awesome. That I had gone I had literally gone halfway through labor on my own with no medication. So I told Arturo I really wanted to try to do this on my own. Yeah, and we went into the room. We were checked in, and I was just given the hookup for the IV. They didn't really put in the IV fluid just in case they needed to. It was already there, and they hooked me up to the monitors, as is a rule, I guess, because since I was a Vbac, they had to make sure that the baby was not in any kind of distress. After being on the monitors for a little bit of time, I was on the ball. I was using the ball. I was using the rocking chair. I was swaying back and forth with Arturo, kind of doing like a little dance. And they told me I could get off of the monitors, which was awesome. I'm going to continue this in another clip because I don't think the camera is going to let me go much further than this.